What is a piece of advice that you can give them that's like plan a little bit better or organize yourself a little bit better, that these things will make a huge difference in your athletic career in terms of strength training and nutrition? It's not just one. If they're doing one, it is already something that's going to improve their athletic performance. But if they're doing both, that's going to exponentially help them. So what is a piece of advice that you can give them that will help them in terms of strength and conditioning plus the nutrition piece?
Yeah. I'll start with the strength training piece. So the biggest thing that I think is really, really important, especially for young athletes, and particularly if they have goals to go on and play in college or beyond, is we want to establish movement competency really, really early. And what that means is strength training is a skill, get good at it. And really strength training is just loading movements that your body's gonna do anyway. Positions that you're gonna get into in sport or in day-to-day life. I think a lot of young athletes, and this is partially due to pressure from coaches and whoever else may be kind of putting that on them, skip that portion and then end up in a position where they're getting, say, like weight room injuries, right? And we really don't want that. Like injuries are unavoidable, but if they're gonna happen, we want them to happen in sport, not in the weight room. Like that's silly, right? The point of the weight room is to get you stronger so you are less likely to get hurt and you perform better, right?
That's a great point,
and so I think it's really important for young athletes to basically focus on the basics, become really competent at strength training, be able to get into good positions safely and without pain, and everything else will come with time. Their more sport specific, more performance training will come along later in life. And if they are already really competent, they'll be able to be successful in that environment, as opposed to having to go back and relearn things and redo things and find ways to move without pain.
That's good.
And then in terms of nutrition, I know we talked a little bit off camera about intra-workout nutrition, right? That's been really beneficial for you, and you've kind of brought that to some of the high school age athletes around here. I think the other thing, if I could say, if nothing else, eat before and after you practice or work out.
Make sure you have those 2 meals.
Like absolutely do that, particularly before. And that's something that I've seen a lot over the years and working with kind of this age range, and that was me too. Where my nutrition prior to practice or competition was just not there, right?
So you pretty much ate like a breakfast and then your training session was at 3 p.m.
Right.
And you had nothing.
Yep. And we talked a little bit about that too, how sometimes I'll have athletes that I work with of that age and I'm like, when did you last eat? And they're like, oh, 7 a.m. And I'm like, it's 4 p.m. Like, that's why your performance is suffering.
Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please subscribe down below. And if you're interested to learn more and watch the full interview, click down here. I'll catch you soon. Have a good one.